To an NBC News exclusive, an in-depth look inside the widespread spying operation by the Chinese inside the United States. FBI Director Christopher Wray sat down with our Pete Williams to talk about efforts to infiltrate U.S. businesses and how the FBI is trying to stop it.
An East Bay tour operator is facing charges tonight of spying for China.
The FBI was tailing him around.
The FBI says this is Chinese spying at work. Edward Peng leaving an envelope of cash in a California hotel room and retrieving an SD card loaded with classified information. A classic spycraft dead drop. He's now in federal prison.
The creation of those counterintelligence task forces.
Christopher Wray says when he became FBI director, the sheer amount of Chinese spying to steal American technology was a huge surprise.
This one blew me away. And I'm not the kind of guy that uses words like blown away easily. We are investigating, opening a new China-related counterintelligence investigation about every 12 hours. We probably have over 2,000 of those investigations.
Other countries spy on each other. So what does China do that's different?
There is no country that presents a broader, more severe threat to our innovation, our ideas, and our economic security than China does. I'm referring not to the Chinese people, not to people of Chinese descent or heritage. What we're talking about here is the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party.
The Chinese government has repeatedly insisted that it doesn't steal American business secrets. But the FBI says Chinese spies target a range of American innovations on COVID vaccines, computer chips, nuclear power plants, jet engines, and smartphones, for example, sometimes by planting company insiders, sometimes through its world-leading cyber theft.
The scale of their hacking program and the amount of personal and corporate data that their hackers have stolen is greater than every other country combined.
And Wray says the Chinese government exports elements of its oppressive police state, sending teams to the U.S. to threaten and intimidate critics.
China may be the first country to combine that kind of authoritarian ambition with cutting-edge technical capability. It's like the surveillance nightmare of East Germany combined with the tech of Silicon Valley.
But what about the criticism from Asian American groups who say the Justice Department's China initiative has overreached, with some Chinese espionage cases collapsing?
We don't investigate anyone based on race or ethnicity or constitutionally protected activity. In fact, in many cases, Chinese Americans are some of the people most victimized by the Chinese government's tactics that we're describing.
And Pete Williams joins us now. So, Pete, Wray also said that other countries are being targeted?
Oh, yes. He accuses China of going after secrets in other countries, too. But he says the U.S. is by far its #1 target. And his message is that China's economic espionage has reached a new level. He says it's more brazen and more damaging now than ever before. He calls it the most severe threat to American innovation and our economic security, Kate.
So interesting. Pete, thank you. And now to Top Stories Global Watch.